Now here it is. There were two chicks, two studs in the petticoats of Paris, sitting in a little chin joint, sucking up a little juice, cutting up the Marquis de Sade's last big party. When all of a sudden, bam, the door slammed open. In stomped a stud about 9 foot tall, built like a mortal anvil, great big face like a diamond hatchet, rings on all his fingers, gold spilling out of his pockets, looked like a cat with a steel rectum. And this cat stomped in. He pushed their subconscious button so hard, they found themselves standing up, bending down with a deep, low bow to this cat they never dug in before in all their born days. Turned out to be Prince Minsky. Now, Prince Minsky was the kind of cat, he'd been with it, he gave it away, he put it down, he picked it up, he ripped it, he wrapped it, he sapped it, he tapped it, he humped it, he thumped it, he trumped it, he bucked it, he ringed it, he wronged it, he dinged it, he dogged it. He made every mother bad move there is to make. And this cat is not spending his money. He's blowing his gold. He's coming on like Vesuvius, reaching for Pompeii. And the number 12 busboy working on the number 6 waiter is taking in $992 a minute in short change, so you know this joint is jumping. And Minsky, this steel-tailed stud, he's sitting there sucking up all this juice, blowing all this gold around. Finally, he turns these two cats, these two studs. He said, I dig you two cats, you two studs. You look like you with it all the way. He said, we dig you too, sir. You know how to spend your money. Live it up, that's what we say. He said, that's right. See, I got a little party pad up over the hill, everything you need to have a good time. How'd you like to join me out? They say, how long can we stay? He said, as long as you like. So they paid the tab and they go out. Now these cats suspecting this Minsky cat call up on some solid gold chariot, 12 horses, outriders and all that jazz. Instead of that, he turns out to be a Mohican head straight out through the mother primeval. Does about 19 tail-breaking miles over hill and dale, and if you cut them loose an hour after they started, they still wouldn't find their way back, so they forced to go with the cat. Finally, they come to a black lake with a little blue boat on it. Minsky said, get in. Now these cats is all shook up. They're tired, they're sick, they're ripped, their pants are torn, they're tired, they're hungry. They are so hungry. Why, they eat a caterpillar sandwich like you and I do ham and eggs. These cats are starving to death, but they're with this mad mother, so they don't want to, make no trouble, so they with it. So the two chicks and two studs get in the front of the boat. Minsky takes the tiller, and boom, the boat shoots out in the middle of the lake. And these cats say, man, I'm so hungry. He said, you hungry, man? I'm starving to death. He said, my body aches. He said, your body aches. Man, I don't know. They say, hey, the cat's cool. The cat's cool. He ain't made no bad move yet. No, he ain't made no bad move yet. Hey, what's that on the water? Looks like a cloud tied to the water. They said, man, can't you see? It's a wall. And it was a wall. It was a wall about 992 feet tall, a great cloud-pushing mother with a small uranium door in it, understand what I mean? And the boat slides up to the door, and Minsky take his big old long stork leg and boom, kick the button, whoosh, the door open. They slam through and bam, that mother slammed like doomsday's brink. And finally they come to another dark, deep underground. Boom, that door slammed. They come to a drawbridge. Brr, brr, brr. They cross up, over. Finally, they come to a wall so tall, it takes 92 French acrobats to see the top of this mother with a small ring-a-dang door. Minsky opened that door. They slipped through. That door just slammed. Bam! And the second it did, he turned to these cats and he said, I'm the baddest cat in this whole world. See, there ain't nothing I ain't done. I committed rape, I committed murder, I crossed credit, I've slipped under, I've slashed over, I made every mother bad move there is to make. I'm the king of bad cats. I've done in my mother, I've done in my brother, I've done in my done-ins. I've been all around this world, time and time again, studying scientifically how to be a bad cat. I'm the baddest cat in this whole world. But you, my buddy, sit down. And they did. And when they sat down, they really did a wild take, because they realized the chairs they were sitting on was composed of skeleton bones. They all did a real wild take to Minsky. He said, I ate those cats last week. I suppose you cats was hungry. They said, well, if you're ready, we're ready. But if you ain't ready, we ain't ready. But if you're ready, we're ready. But if you ain't ready, we ain't ready. He said, well, I know you cats is hungry. They said, we is hungry, sir. There's no lying about that. He said, well, we might as well go in and dine, then. So they come to a banquet hall. It's a hall about 90 feet long and 40 feet wide. And it's got a banquet table loaded with goodies city. There's 127 Thanksgiving dinners, 192 Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners, birthday dinners, and 27 chicks, naked as jays, carrying around small U-rated trays and D-rated trays and U-rated trays, loading more and more goodies on this table. And these cats take a look at this spread. They about pass out on the silverware. They're so hungry. And Minsky, this steel-tailed stud, he walks on up to the head of the table. These cats is over by the side. About 5 feet away from them is 5 chairs. Minsky look over the chairs. He said, chairs, come here. Chairs go, brr. He said, sit down. And they did. And this time they really did a wild take, because they realized the chairs they were sitting on was composed of chicks, carefully woven together. Now this time Minsky said, table, come here. Table go, brr. And they realized the table was composed of chicks, carefully woven together. But by this time, these cats so flipped out, they're so hungry, they just get some food in the belly, get the gears turned. And they, cat ain't made no bad move yet. We eat now, we'll talk it over later. And Minsky, he's sitting here, sucked up about 9 gallons of juice by this time. He turns these two cats, these two kitties, he said, what you think of all these goodies? They say, crazy, crazy, insane, crazy. I never seen anything so aromatic in all my born days. Insane and crazy. He said, well, let me hip thee. You see all these culinary effects with the 7 decks and the sights and the smells driving you clean out of your minds? They say, yes, sir. He said, well, let me hip thee further, that when you take your first bite, you ain't gonna dig in. But sure enough, you take that second bite and boom, you're hooked. Because every piece of food on this great swinging table that you see laid out here before you is composed of one thing and one thing only, the human flesh. Well, I guess it can't be much more different than stuffed chicken. Pass me that rump of small boy over there.